This podcast is rated R for restricted. Under 17 requires accompanying parent or adult guardian. Mission 250.
Welcome to the Mission 250 podcast, where we are watching the best movies of all time according to IMDb, and we're on a tangent kick of the highest order. Tangents upon tangents over here. We're on a Yorgos Lanthimos kick, and this week we're watching the 2018 movie The Favorite. And to start it off, 20-second spoiler-free reviews. What we thought of it. You guys both haven't seen this, right?
No, this is new.
All right. Do we have the timer up? What's the deal here?
All right, here we go. Who wants to go first, huh?
One of you two. How about you, John, since you got the button?
I really loved this. At first, about the two-thirds, the last fourth, I did not. But man, I love the setup. I love the scenery. I love the music. I love the comedy was just biting and hilarious. The way the film decided to wrap up disappointed me, and I just didn't like sort of how it all ended. And I'll leave it at that. We can talk about that in more detail.
Yeah, I'm curious about that. TC, what do you got?
Snooze fest.
Aww.
Snooze fest alert. Really great production design. I'm getting sick of Emma, whatever her name is.
I hate her so much.
I'm not a Lanthimos fan. I've turned determined. Absolute snooze fest.
Oh man.
All right,
Just poor things for you then, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right,
All right,
Danny,
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Let's go.
This movie is very nice to watch. There's lots going on in the imagery and stuff like that. I thought the story was pretty engaging, and I'm not usually one for these fancy dress, big house, stupid, old, rich people type of stuff, but I thought it was funny enough for the, first 80% where I was pretty engaged.
Yeah. So it did fall apart for you at the end, too.
I was confused at the end. It was pretty straightforward most of the time, and at the end I was like, wait, I don't understand what's going on.
Right.
With
I just, again, yeah.
I had to look it up. I understand one of my big questions is where the Raquel Weisz character was like, you think you're winning?
Right.
She is winning. What the fuck are you
Yeah,
talking
she's
about?
been winning.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you have to look up history to understand that she is playing the long game, and she ends up back in power eventually, and she's like, Winston Churchill is a descendant of this woman played in this movie. So,
God.
you have to know
Well,
history.
Well, I guess if you know that,
I
I guess it makes a little bit more sense.
Maybe.
You
I
can let it
don't
go.
know. The movie could have hinted at that a little bit if they wanted
But
to.
it was so ambiguous with how all the character things ended. It was a little unsatisfying because I didn't understand what the people were coming to Raquel Weisz's house was.
Well,
what were they doing?
They were banishing her, but
That's
to me,
not what happened in reality either, and it was pretty unclear from the movie that that's what was
So
happening.
they're faking shit, but then also trying to say it's real, and that's
Yeah.
kinda tough.
Yeah. I don't know. I was sad. I wanted to see Emma Stone's character. I wanted to see that she had some motive for what she was doing. This was her plot all along, and maybe these are the people who disgraced her father. I wanted something that helped us feel like there was some motivation there in the characters, and instead
This woman was just ambitious. That's it.
She's just bad. She
Okay.
she steps on the bunny, and I was like, oh come on,
man.
that's just I wanted something more than that.
What
because-
was what was driving her? Is what you were looking
right,
for.
TC,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So that was a real letdown to me because
Power.
I thought that
Something.
there
I don't want to
was-
be poor. Is it
No,
the only
right.
motivator there? I
Fine,
guess.
but I wanted there to be something more to that to make. I wanted to like her. I wanted there to be a hero here or something, or at least somebody to root for, her, kind of.
The queen was
And-
so fucking annoying. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
she was. Oh man, she
Jesus
was so
Christ.
good. Oh, but it was
Fuck off.
She was so good. I
She was so
loved it.
good.
I loved how she screamed at her servants.
The
So
acting,
fucking
the
good.
acting, yeah, sure.
Yeah, so
but
good.
Jesus, the person, the character.
No, that's
Fuck
the
you.
point. That's the point.
I get that. It's just not that entertaining.
Yes, I thought
Especially
it
once
was.
it starts
but,
pissing you off.
I thought it kind of was
That's
too.
fair. Yeah, but I love the biting comedy. The quick wit that was in this was awesome.
Sometimes
Early
it
on,
was
at
really
least.
good, and then you'd be like, I'd be
Yeah.
like, haha.
Right.
And
I
then
love
move on.
that.
And then it would be
like-
another 20 minutes of just the doldrums and something
But
fucked
I
up,
do-
and you're just
I
like, what
know.
is this movie?
I love the scenery. I loved the almost fisheye lens of taking in these opulent settings that it like made it beautiful and oppressive at the same time, and I really liked that, how they like decided to frame it, because they're not just showing you, oh, it's pretty. It's like, no, it's pretty, and it's also like claustrophobic at the same time, and oftentimes you'd have these, like, I don't know if it was like these super wide shots that were almost like spherical.
Yeah.
And I really like that. I thought that
he's
was
practicing
like a great way
for
to
Poor Things in this one. All the
Yeah,
weird
yeah,
lens
right.
choices.
He uses it a lot.
Right,
Poor
that's
Things.
true. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes total fisheye in that one. But you're right. That's true.
But it is like Wes Anderson. Like he has a lot of those really snappy, like 90-degree or 180-degree camera spins.
Yeah.
And then a pan afterwards, which I like. Whenever somebody does that, it usually works pretty good.
Yeah.
All the camera work is kind of just worth admission to me.
Yeah, it is pretty awesome. But not just the comedic timing of some of this is also perfect. Like
They based a freaking TV show on this. You ever seen the show The Great? That's Nick Holt in a wig doing the same kind of humor in a fancy house that is the same set. They use the Hatfield house for the TV show The Great too.
I'll be damned.
Beautiful
This
house.
was it's a great house. If you look up Hatfield House on Wikipedia, it's just a list of all the movies that have filmed there.
It's like
Oh,
it's
wow.
ridiculous how it's like not just you have tapestries, but you have like layered tapestries and paintings. It's not just like you got one tapestry there. It's like you got like 6 all like layered on top of each other. It's
pretty
ridiculous.
sweat.
Nice and quiet
Yeah.
in there.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. It's probably really probably some good damping going on. But
What was the guy with the tomatoes?
Yeah. What?
Getting hit with tomatoes. What the heck was that about?
I don't
Came
know.
out of
I
nowhere.
thought these were like nobleman entertainment. I don't know. They were so fucking
I thought it was
boring.
funny how they cut to him for 2 seconds and then they cut back to the other scene, just like leaving you hanging there, just like,
Yeah,
wait
it's
a
like,
minute,
what is going on
What the
right
fuck
now?
did I just
Well,
watch?
first I was like,
Why is that guy with his dick out? I don't understand.
Oh,
I
yeah,
know,
right.
I thought
Same
it
trick.
was like
Yeah.
was like he getting punished? What was he? What?
I think it was just showing that these people are so rich. This is how they fuck around.
Right,
because
right.
there's
It's like, hey, you guys want to do the tomato game? Let's do the tomato game. All right, who's going to be tomato guy?
But like even the guy was
Not
laughing. He's
it.
part of the
Hey,
fun.
he's having
Like-
fun. Yeah.
First, I thought he was getting
understand.
getting punished, but no, he was having a great time being naked.
I kind of
and-
liked it. The only reason it was in the movie was to show how these people live, but also like she pulled him out of the room and how like nonchalantly she's just like, I got to get him from the tomato game so I can talk to him about this plot thing that's
Right,
going on.
right,
over
I know,
here.
right.
And nobody's like, none of the lines come off as like comedic to the point where it's like, this is a joke.
No,
it's
no,
like
no.
dry enough where
It's like so dark and vicious. That's what's so awesome about it.
Yeah.
Like some of the timing, like when Rachel Weisz and the opposition, the white wig guy, like face off. They go and like. And they set this up so beautifully, like they've got the racing duck, and they're talking about that. But then they go and face off, and right as they like face off each other, the duck quacks. It's fucking beautiful. I laughed really hard at that because they're just like staring at each other, and then you hear quack. It's just so good.
I don't even realize that happened.
Oh, I loved it. Oh, you had to watch that. That one scene again was perfect. Or then even like. Just the sudden viciousness of them is hilarious. Like when they
Pushing
get
her down the hill.
Yeah,
That was pretty funny.
The opposition guy just like,
Shove.
oh look, whatever whatever he said. Oh look, larks over there. They bonk.
Yeah.
and he just viciously.
You okay down
pushes
there?
her.
Walks
I
away.
mean, I was pissed though.
Didn't like it. TC shaking his head. Didn't like any of that.
Oh, I thought it was
I
funny.
mean, it's kind of funny.
I was a little. Both Nikki and I, Nikki and I both really liked again the first like I don't know 3/4. But we got confused about the 2 white-haired guys. We got confused about the general. We thought that the opposition leader was also the love interest or general guy because we couldn't tell who was who without the wig and the makeup. And so we got a little confused there going, what, she's marrying the opposition guy? No, that's the general. Who's the general? What's that guy? Was that the guy she was playing around with? Oh, I didn't know.
No, it's Nick Holt and then Taylor Swift's old boyfriend, John. You can't tell the difference between those two people?
Not with all the fucking makeup, and then they didn't have the makeup, and I didn't know. And so, yeah, when they had the wig and the hair, I didn't know. So, yeah, anyway, but that was a little confusing. But I still love that scene where they're fighting in the forest. And she's like, no, kiss me for real. And then she knees him. In the vine.
I laughed that entire scene.
Again, the comedic timing of that was awesome. Like
it's also very strange. Like that's their foreplay.
Yeah.
They both like this.
Oh,
they deserve
they're
each
just-
other for
they're just,
sure.
like vicious,
Yeah.
But again, it's just disappointing to not have anything more than that at the end. I wanted something more to wrap this up or go somewhere, and it just felt like, blah. It just, again, maybe that's what they're sort of like relating to what happens in real life or whatever. But it really felt like that there was no payoff. There was no like, it just sort of like, yeah, and everybody sucks and everybody's sad and she squishes the bunny and now she's
Don't
stuck with
squish the
queen
bunny.
who doesn't like her. And that to me was really disappointing. I just felt like this film had so much like energy and I know it's boring to TC, but but there was such a viciousness and wit about it. I wanted some kind of payoff at the end, something more of a crescendo, and instead it's like
what happens
kind of
at the end? So Raquel Weiss's character Sarah. There's like a whole bunch of people going to her house with a letter. The guy in front has like a letter. He's holding it out.
She's being banished. No, she's being banished. And Raquel Weiss says, we should go see some other sites or go visit some other places.
So she's pretending to, like, she's accepting it by pretending like she wants to leave.
Yeah. She's basically, the queen says we're going to banish her. The queen accepts that she's being...
How does she know this is coming, though? Because she sent the letter. She doesn't know that Abigail burned it.
No, but she sees the guys with the torches, and she knows this is it.
She knows this is the banishing crew. She's done the banishing before, I guess.
This is the banishing party. This is what the banishing party looks like. We're going to be banished. And so she's
sitting at home being like, either the queen is going to accept me for my letter or she's going to banish me. One of the two.
Right.
So then she sees the banishing party and she's like, okay, we're getting banished.
So we're banished.
Might as well pretend like I want this. That's what I'm going to do right now.
Let's go travel abroad, hubby. Why don't we? It'll be fun.
Yeah.
By the way, I feel like they banish people more often than not. That's a lot of people to show up just to get banished.
Yeah, where do you banish them to? What country are they going to?
I don't know. You just escort them to the country of their choice. I don't know.
You're in England. That's a lot of money sending somebody across the seas back then.
I know, right? Yeah. I don't know where you're going to go.
Do you just like push them outside the town boundaries and they have to go like live in the wilderness?
I don't know. You're just banished.
Maybe go to Scotland.
You go wherever you want. Maybe they give you a boat and say, "Here, we'll take you wherever you want to go," but you're banished. You don't get to come back.
Good luck in the tiny boat. But then so Queen Anne's and Abigail's relationship at the end, I started being really confused when Abigail went in and apparently lied about the books. Right. She was like, Sarah's cooking the books.
Right.
This is happening. And Anne was like, I don't believe you. You're lying. No, and she runs out of the room and she's yelling, fuck, fuck, fuck. I'm like, why fuck? What is happening right now?
I don't know if Emma Stone's having regrets, but then bunny squishing makes us think not. So, I didn't get that either. I was confused about what she was upset about.
What the Wikipedia page said was that she tried to lie to her to like drive a further wedge between Sarah and Anne.
And she was mad that
Anne didn't believe her at first. But since Abigail burned the letter, that the fact that Sarah didn't write her, Anne was expecting Sarah to write her. She didn't because Abigail burned it, so Anne thought that she wasn't writing her. So then she got pissed at Sarah, so she used this thing that she knew was fake as an excuse to banish her because she was mad. You're supposed to get all that. I didn't get any of that watching the movie.
I did get...
Wake up, TC.
What?
Wake up.
What happened? Something happened?
Wake up.
Oh, wait, nothing
happened.
happened.
Asleep.
Oh, okay.
You must have a light head, man. You can rest your entire head on the microphone. It's a balloon head over there.
News fest. Even you guys talking about it's boring.
Oh, sorry,
Christ.
man.
Abigail, Sarah, and Anne, TC. Abigail, Sarah, and Anne.
It's the queen, man. It's Mom.
Oh, these fickle fucks just all fucking around.
I have a feeling, TC, the first frame where somebody in frilly, fancy English clothes from hundreds of years ago, TC was like, fuck this. I'm already tuned out.
Oh, come on. TC,
I didn't last long. I think about 20 minutes in, I knew exactly what was happening. I was like, this
I'm a little surprised.
sucks.
You're romantic. I bet you like some of that stuff. Come on. I don't know.
Downton Abbey is the worst thing I've ever seen personally, and I think this movie's pretty good. So that's how far away it is for me.
I mean, I will confess that Nikki and I have really enjoyed Bridgerton, which is another
I've watched Bridgerton and I enjoyed it more than this.
Well, okay,
because it's made for the masses.
It's just fun. It's just fun. People,
it's dumb.
It's
dumb. Kind of, it's dumb, but it's neat to look at, and it's just silly. And
the visuals were great. I mean, the production design. That's probably the only thing I would, respect for the movie as far as being like, wow, that is impressive. Not respect, I guess, but it'd be impressed by
acknowledge.
Right,
you can acknowledge.
I can acknowledge, and I can respect the fact that the production design was really good.
You point at it and you give it a thumbs up. That's all it is. You point and the thumbs up.
After a half an hour, you're like, okay, I get it. Yep.
And then you're asleep.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's fair. Beautiful, but it's the same beautiful, and I'm sick of it. I have ADD. Yeah. Fuck this.
Exactly. That's exactly right. That's the review. If you have ADHD, don't watch this one.
Yeah. Unless you're into it.
I don't know. You're into it.
I thought the story was engaging. I really thought for the first big portion of the movie. Like I liked all the little little snipping and like how is this going to go and stuff. And I had seen this before, and I kind of forgot where it ended up. And I remember once it got to the end, I'm like, I remember why I forget because I don't understand where it goes. It's hard to remember when you didn't understand it in the first place.
You didn't get it the first time.
Yeah,
you're watching again.
It's too bad.
Right.
But then, so we're talking about like the ending. So we figured out Sarah's and through talking in Wikipedia pages and stuff like that. But the Abigail and the Anne characters at the end, like what? So is it just the fact that Anne saw her squish the bunny?
Anne saw her squish the bunny, realizes that she's just evil. But
was it just because of the bunny though? Because I feel like the movie was trying to show like a montage of her being not sleeping with her husband, sleeping around, being a drunk.
Right.
It does that way too fast for you to get anything.
No, but the queen could have always suspected this, and that's what her friend was trying to tell her, and so it clicks for her.
The queen seems dumb though, doesn't she?
Well, she's also like really ill, like she's like had seizures or whatever.
But dumb because of the illness is still dumb,
not
right?
That,
she's
yes.
not observant.
Doesn't matter why she's dumb.
All right, fine. Dumb and ill, if you will. But
she's got some of that gout liquid in her brain.
Yeah, so
that's how that works, right?
Is that like that's the final straw where she knows, oh yeah, she's evil, but then the queen is like still the fucking queen, so now she knows she has her inner power, and that's the idea is that you're ending that everybody loses. That Emma Stone's character loses too, because now the queen is like, you're in my power, so I'm going to make you rub my leg, and that's where we
all know what that means.
Yeah, right.
It doesn't really mean leg.
In Lanthimos terms, it means vagina.
That's right.
You got to beat around the bush.
I mean, yeah. So yeah.
You got to say leg when you're in the privacy of your own home, but when you're outside next to all the guards, next to a carriage, you can use the C word and talk about getting your C word.
That's right.
Liked.
I love the way she yelled at her servants. I thought it was great.
Yeah, something like that, Denny.
Something like that.
Definitely.
Anyway.
That's what happened in the movie.
Fucking Lanthimos, man. He's a weird guy.
He is. I mean, he puts a weird style on this stuff, and I really like it. I feel like even with the script given to somebody else, it wouldn't have been as weird as this movie is. And I think the weirdness is what I like the most about it, personally.
No, the comedic timing and viciousness is I don't know if I've seen something like this before. I maybe Denny, I don't know if you're the comparison guy, but I loved it. Nikki and I both loved it at first. Like the first 2/3, maybe 3/4. Loved it. This was awesome. And it doesn't stick a landing at all, which is too bad. But it's still entertaining up to that point. I still appreciated it.
Mean and funny. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, but just like it's such an abrupt viciousness that it's funny.
Have you not watched The Great?
Yeah,
the TV show.
Yeah, we watched it. It was okay.
I thought it was pretty similar.
I think it has some similarities. I think you're right. But this one, I don't know. It was just so. Again, comedy is hard. It's really hard, and the timing, the way the shots were done, the way the actors did it, it just was all. It's perfect. It was perfect. It just those sequences. I thought were just masterfully done. And it's really
I was finding myself, I didn't laugh very hard, very frequently, but I was laughing very lightly, very frequently.
Like,
as weird as that sounds. Just like,
I see what you did there.
Touche. And I feel very fancy laughing at people dressed all fancy.
Your pinky's out or something. I don't know.
And I think there is something too where everyone's just so fancy and it's also dry and boring, where if anything entertaining happens, it's like elevated because you weren't expecting something funny to happen, If they were dressed normally and these jokes were done with like people in jeans and a t-shirt, it probably wouldn't be as funny. There's something inherently funny about people this fancy acting like assholes and cursing. It's like South Park, a bunch of kids cursing. Like that's funny. It's funnier than if adults did it.
Oh yeah. But yeah.
So that helps.
Yeah, it does. It does help. I mean, again, just this, they're all like proper and whatnot, but then there's just such this like abrupt viciousness that is it's hard. Yeah, it's just done very well and it's funny. Yeah.
I thought, so all right, I had a thought of what scene got Olivia Colman the Oscar. Would there be a scene that stood out to you guys that you're like, oh yeah, there it is. That's what people are voting for.
Shit.
Is he shaking his head? Just going to commentate on the physical movements?
Usually it's got to be a monologue. Or no, it doesn't have to be, but a monologue's a good contender. She had a couple.
Not asking necessarily for the clip they would show at the Oscars, but for the scene that would like.
Right. No. I
give
think
her
when
the win.
she was discussing what she did and what she sacrificed and how she like sold herself off. Like there was a couple of scenes about that. I think that were good. And she is great. I thought again, she really threw herself into the part.
Sold herself off.
Like,
We're talking about?
Yeah, she got raped or whatever because of her husband or her dad who like lost her in a whiskey.
That's Emma Stone's character.
Oh wait, it was Rachel.
We're talking about Olivia Colman.
Olivia Colman. Oh, the Queen.
Who's the Queen? She's the one who won the Oscar.
She's the one who won the Oscar. I fucking did not know that.
Yeah,
okay.
This movie got nominated for 10 Oscars and only won one, and Olivia Colman was the winner.
Won. Huh.
She won.
Sorry. Usually not.
I thought she was
attention
amazing.
to
I mean, I was in pain watching her suffer from the physical stuff that was going on.
There is that. That's true. Okay, now we have to start.
She gained
over.
35 pounds for the role.
Wow.
She let herself be quite ugly in a movie, which is,
Yeah, since I did not completely understand your
It's
question.
brave. Can you use the word brave? The most positive thing you can say about
keep my mouth shut on that.
It's true. It's brave, TC.
No, she did. I don't know where. I loved how she screamed at people, though. I thought that was really, really good. What do you think then?
I thought the bunny scene when she was describing her dead children and how the bunnies were like representing each one. I thought that scene was really heavy. Really well acted.
It was very scary.
It was unique. Like usually movies that do like change in tones, they go to this like sad drama place more than once, but this is the only time this movie did it, and it still worked really well. I thought.
That's fair.
I felt bad for her, and I was like, she's just an actor. And I'm like, well, it's so sad. Look at all those bunnies. There's so many bunnies. And then they brought the bunnies in the last shot. Why not?
Yeah.
What do you think about that last shot? Yeah. Pretty art house, huh?
It was pretty art house.
Overlapping faces facing in opposite angles, opposite directions, and then bunnies. Just thousands of bunnies.
Thousands of cute bunnies.
And then credits. I mean, is that supposed to be... I would understand if it was just Olivia Colman's head and the bunnies, because she's like... Her entire sadness is based on the loss of her children, basically. Her entire character is her dead children. But Emma Stone's character is a heartless sociopath. So, like... Why are the bunnies overlapping with her head at the end? I guess she's just influenced by the bad feeling of Olivia Colman's character.
I did not get the ending montage at all. I was confused. Like, I guess we're ending now because we've got the whole bunny thing, but I don't get this now. I don't even know what's going on. I did sort of, again, it's like, oh, we're ending? This is it? Now we're on bunnies? Why? Are we all supposed to represent bunnies?
We're on a Phil Collins music video and bunnies. What the fuck is going on here? Shut this shit off.
I mean, could it be something like? I mean, this is reaching deep. Is Emma Stone's character stepping on the bunny's neck a metaphor for how Emma Stone would kill the children of Queen Anne to get more powerful? Something like that.
It's a stretch, but
it's a stretch.
Sure. I don't know, man. Yeah, maybe.
Not worth thinking about?
Yeah.
I don't know. Nope.
There were some really funny lines in this movie that I cannot repeat because there are curse words that you can't say in this country or day and age.
But they were good.
The hardest I laughed were like the curse words that they created in this movie.
That's right. Yeah.
It's pretty good. I thought it was weird how there was a bed in the library.
Yeah, that's a little bit
weird. I guess so. Yeah. I thought.
Why is there a bed in the library?
Because
there's a bed everywhere.
You want to lay down and read a book.
Is it because she can't like move around too much, so they have to put beds in every room?
Yeah. Wait, you got a spindrift there? You need to upgrade to a Waterloo, man.
Is it better?
Good.
These are at Costco.
Hmm?
Yeah, I think the Waterloos are better.
Where do you get
They're both
Waterloos?
at Costco.
Costco also.
Yeah.
I'll tell Naomi.
Oh yeah, they're good. It's a little bit more like a Pellegrino, if you know.
The minerals.
That's right.
Got to give me some of those minerals.
There you go.
There's our advertisement. That was the new segment. Thanks for bringing it on, John.
Brought to you by Waterloo.
Spindrift and Waterloo.
We're sponsored by nobody, but we're sponsored by Waterloo.
Yeah, go to Costco. They got stuff. You can buy it. You can eat it. Drink it sometimes.
For acting like you're sponsored by a company? Maybe.
The duck scene. Did you laugh at the ducks, TC?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, a little bit.
Slow motion duck races.
A lot of slow-mo on that, though.
An appropriate amount of slow-mo. Ducks in slow-mo racing. That's the only way to film it.
And then there was that guy stroking his duck. That was not lost on me.
He was proud of his duck.
Yeah, he was a champion duck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you didn't hear the duck quack. You need to rewatch that scene just so you can hear the quack.
Was this the reverse Bechdel test scene? You know what the Bechdel test is, right?
No.
So if you have to pass the Bechdel test is if you have a movie where there are two women characters that have a conversation with each other about something other than men. If you have that in your movie, then you pass the Bechdel test.
Oh,
not a lot of movies pass it.
No, this is where Raquel Weisz's character is confronting the opposition leader. They run up to each other and stand face to face.
Oh,
and
okay.
They're about to start yelling.
And then
at
he
each other,
stomps away.
And then the duck quacks. The duck quacks like right in the moment before he stomps away.
That's where he stomps away, and she's like, he could be a bad enemy, and she's like, I have to have fun sometimes, or something like that. That scene, yeah. No, so the reverse Bechdel test scene is that two guys have one conversation in this movie about something other than the women, and it's when that opposition leader and the older guy are sitting on the couch, and the older guy has his duck, and they're talking about his duck.
They're talking about the duck.
Talking about the duck.
As if it was a woman. But whatever.
All right.
What about the guy in the carriage, TC? The guy in the carriage towards the beginning? Come on, it's bigger stuff.
Funny. With kids around and shit. What the fuck is going on here?
That was also like the first hint of that sort of abrupt comedy where she's just like dumped out of the carriage. She's just like kicked out. Again,
So when did this movie lose you, TC? Was it just the long periods of not funny parts? Because it starts pretty strong, I think.
About the time she poisoned her. So it's about
That's pretty
halfway
close
through.
to the end.
Yeah, it's like an hour left, I think, or so. Something like that.
It's
not bad.
Like I admit that's where it's just kind of downhill there, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. I noticed it stopped being funny towards the end, too. It felt like they needed to wrap it up. Like they felt like they needed to wrap it up. And they're like, we don't know what we're doing.
No.
It'd be funny at the end.
Yeah.
It's impossible to be funny at the end of a movie.
Oh, let's just be like depressing in general. Everybody gets screwed and nobody is a good person and everything's bad.
Going right back to Begonia.
I was going to say, it seems to be a theme for him. It's just
right back to Dogtooth.
Like, I've been making this movie and I'm tired and I just fuck all of it. We all suck. Let's just put that in there and then we can all go home.
Mm-hmm. What about the fancy dancing scene, TC? Come on.
Fancy dancing was
that's
kind of
funny.
fun. A little bit.
The guy at the very end with that, it was like straight from the 80s, the 1980s.
Yeah.
The hands on the ground. Yeah. What else do I got? You guys got anything else to talk about in the movies? By movies, I mean movie.
This one that we saw.
Were they feeding those rabbits cake when they were sitting down together?
Apparently.
Is that what they were doing? That can't be good for rabbits.
Doesn't matter. You're a rich fuck.
True. Why would you want to feed your children poison?
You can make a new one in no time.
They're right. They're rabbits. You can get more rabbits. No big deal.
Queen is fucking crazy. She's not even going to notice which one's gone.
I don't know. She seemed to know them pretty well. She had names for all of them. Nick Holt's line, "A man must look pretty." That got me pretty good.
It was good. He was good.
He was good.
I enjoyed him.
I'm surprised you couldn't tell him apart and the other guy because you see Nick Holt a lot.
I mean,
he was Nux in Mad Max.
Nikki and I were watching it on the iPad. Maybe that made it harder. I don't know.
One earbud apiece.
Well, no. We actually Apple has, and I don't know if it was just Apple, but they have this new feature on their playback called Enhanced Dialogue, which is nice.
Oh, it pushes the audio, the dialogue audio forward.
The dialogue audio forward, which is really cool.
I'm going to watch Interstellar with that on. See if I can understand anything that's going on in that fucking movie.
No, because they're all stupid. So I don't know if that's going to help you. You don't really want to hear what they're saying.
I want to know what they're saying to Michael Caine's character when he's dying. Because that's pinnacle, and I don't know what's happening in that scene.
Yeah, well, you give it a try, but I don't know.
That's good to know.
As far as his movies, people are pretty dumb.
Is that like an AI thing?
Yeah. I imagine.
I would imagine.
They're just like enhancing the dialogue, which I appreciate. But
I wonder how that works. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I wonder if it works for like off-screen dialogue. Do you think they use the mouths to detect where the audio is that they have to increase?
I'm sure they're just processing the audio itself. They're not probably combining the visual. I bet. I'd be surprised. But yeah. But anyway, it did seem to work really well. So
nice.
We like, especially with this kind of film, people have some accents and so on.
Mm-hmm. I had a question about when they were walking around the house and there were people singing a song in the courtyard and it set Queen Anne off. She got really pissed.
Right.
Why did that happen?
She doesn't like music, happy things. I don't know.
Okay.
That I don't know. I don't know if the music like made her think of children or happy things or something like it. Just
that's kind of what I guessed, but that
yeah.
seemed kind of like a weak explanation.
Well, yeah.
Okay. If you guys didn't know, then there probably isn't a good explanation. So it probably is that. I was wondering if I missed something. That score, I wanted to mention there was a piece of score they used at least 2 times where it was like a single string being plucked and then a bow running across it for like, and it cut over scenes and it was like to build tension. That was, you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Donk,
that was good stuff.
donk, donk,
Yeah.
donk,
Donk.
donk. Yeah.
Donk.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That
They didn't have a composer on this movie. They only had a sound designer.
What? Wait, how does that work?
I don't know.
You
Sound
get
designer.
that noise instead.
You get that. Yeah,
Right.
there's no music. It's just percussion using an instrument.
Right.
I could do that, John. I'm pretty sure I could do that. If you can do it, you're a sound designer.
I guess so. I can hit a thing.
You can hit it and then maybe pull something over it. What else do we have? I think that might be it. Trivia time.
All right, let's go.
All right. Trivia time. Insert future theme song here. There's going to be a theme song.
We're going to have bumper music? Are we going to
We're going to have bumper music, John. Are you excited? You've been asking for this for nearly a decade. Bumpers are incoming.
Who's going to do that? Are you going to do it?
I am. Yeah.
All right.
I got a whole new studio right behind me.
Will it sound good?
Yeah. It's going to sound excellent.
Okay.
It's going to sound Lanthimos.
I mean, it's going to sound excellent, but whether or not you'll
So
like
I
it.
need
two
to
different
maybe. So I
Like
need to
TC
get-
admitted, this movie looked great. Production value through the roof.
Yeah.
Didn't like it whatsoever.
Didn't like it one bit.
I
The
tell you,
content,
I'll
terrible.
get, like I need to invest in like the new Sapphire, and then I can pipe the bumper music in through like a direct input, and so we can hear it as we do it.
That sounds good.
And they'll record it as a separate track.
I don't think you need to do that, though. I don't think most podcasters do that. You just throw it in.
I know, but it's fun.
Okay, we can do that until you get sick of it.
Yeah,
But I feel like the pauses, even in the beginning, and you can maybe keep this in if you want to see, in the beginning with the timer stuff, the pauses throw me off a bit. If we could figure out how to like smooth things out to keep, so we don't have to like sit and wait and have TC edit spots like that. You know what I mean? But this is stupid to do in the middle of the podcast. Trivia time.
all right, fair enough.
Yeah, the guy, Johnny Byrne, was just a sound designer. And he said he worked in the space between music and sound.
I work in this
Okay.
space.
I don't know what that
between
means.
Sound and music. Yeah, there I am.
I am
Oh,
a creative.
But
If you
they
don't
are both
Question my
sounds.
creativity.
If you're wondering about my physical position, as I'm sure you are, there is sound over there, and then we have music over here, and here I am right there in the middle, right there. Maybe a little
know-
to the left. Just,
It's funny. Most of my trivia, you guys just sit there and stare at me and don't say anything. But you both jumped
sure.
on this guy
I'm
immediately.
sorry, but just like it's a little pretentious to be like,
It is.
I'm in the middle somewhere.
Yes. I tell you where I exist because I'm sure you were wondering.
Yeah.
I'm
You can't
sure
criticize me because I created a new genre of thing,
Yes,
and I'm the only one to do it.
I
And
am.
you cannot criticize
That
it.
is right. Here I am. Where is he, you say? Well, I shall tell you.
This is the first movie that Yorgos wasn't the screenwriter himself. Tony McNamara and Deborah Davis. Deborah Davis wrote the original screenplay, and then he worked with Tony McNamara between 7 and 8 years revising the screenplay to lanthamize it. Because he likes to lanthamize things, because he usually does it himself. Comes out of him is already lanthamized.
Right,
But then he got a
It's
script
like
from somebody else,
by
and he's like, this
natural.
isn't weird enough.
Right.
There isn't sex in this. We need sex. There isn't poisoning in this.
Right.
We need to add poisoning
Right,
in
yeah,
this.
there's not like horrible people in this. Really, let's
Yeah.
add more, make them more horrible.
Mhm.
And there's also not a flat ending that sort of like fucks everything else over.
We should add that.
I mean,
yeah.
We should add in that flat shitty
no, but
ending.
see,
What do we
the
do? What
real
do we
story
do
is
there?
even flatter than this. So the
that's
banishing
true.
was interesting compared to what actually happened.
Yeah.
So basically, what happened with the Sarah character is that, I mean, a lot of this story is true, at face value, these three people existed at this time. A lot of the characters' names and relationships were all pretty real. The age of people was a little different. Like Nick Holt's character was actually an older guy as opposed to a young guy. And there weren't bunnies. There were no bunnies. But no bunnies. But like the relationship between
historical inaccuracy pisses me off.
They said they wouldn't have bunnies for pets back then. Bunnies were pests in food.
I mean, again, reading the Wikipedia, it's like very clear right from the beginning they did not give a shit about the historical accuracy. That was not the point.
That was Lanthimos. He added shit to it. So the Deborah Davis one was historically accurate, and then he added all this other shit
and that's
to
fine.
make it weird.
I didn't feel like going into this film that
I didn't learn anything.
No.
Right? Even if it was accurate, like, what the fuck do you learn? These people quibbled with each other for 2 hours? Like, how the fuck is that interesting or good?
It's not like they're, like, setting this up with, like, a subtitle of this film is based on historical events or whatever.
Right.
They're not, like, trying to tell you that they're telling you a historically accurate story. So,
and it doesn't seem real either, because the way they act and stuff is so bizarre, and the way it's shot and everything.
Right. Yeah. So,
because I coming into this, I was like, I'm pretty sure I knew this was I heard it was a true story, but watching, I'm like, there's no way this could be true. Or at least not like most of it, because it's so fucking weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. The film in no way is trying to say that this is what happened. It's just like taking some inspiration from some things that happened and then doing whatever the fuck it wants with it.
It's like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's basically like that.
That's right.
Take some name recognition, screw up the story completely, push it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, the favorite was named that because there was some favoritism, bickering, whatever, mostly with the Queen Anne, where she did have the Sarah person in her life since they were children, and she was the bedchamber maid or whatever you call it for a long period of time. But then this other person who came from poverty, her father did like lose their fortune gambling. So a lot of that story is true. The backstory with Abigail's character, and came in, and Anne liked her too. So like she started using Abigail for more things, and Sarah became jealous, and there were letters that she did threaten Anne to expose, but the letters were a lot more tame than the movie leads you to believe, because there was no sex between any of them. There was no sexual attraction as far as like most history people are concerned. Some more modern history people try to insert that into the story, but there's no written evidence. Like they have the letters and they're not that risque. It's mostly just like talking about how she wishes she was close to her, had more time to hang out with her, sort of stuff. But that was like not okay back then. Like she was still using that to threaten her for some reason.
Right. Okay.
But that was the reason why she didn't get exiled either. She basically just got fired from the kingdom and decided to leave England, because she was also associated with the Whig Party.
So they adjusted that in the movie to me like, oh, she's doing it, because she's exit. That's fucked up.
Yeah. But I mean, she just fired her because it was that they had a kind of a slow falling out because of Abigail. But then also it was because she was associated with the Whig Party, which was the Nick Holtz side of things, like the people who wanted peace. And they lost, I guess, during this period of time during the movie, because Olivia Colman. So sorry, is that right? She went with the person. She was pushing for war, wasn't she? Yeah. So she was the one who was pushing for war. So the people who were pushing for war, the people who lost in this movie.
It's not pushing for war, but like, I mean, they wanted to have additional battles to have a better position. So they wanted to continue the fight.
Right. So the side that wanted to continue the fight, I'm pretty sure that's called the Whigs. I'm confusing myself because Nick Holt had a big wig on, but everyone had a wig on. So I think it was the people that wanted to fight were the Whigs. And I could be wrong on that one.
They had the white wigs. The brown wigs. The brown wigs wanted to continue the fight.
The warmongers, she was associated with them. She got kicked out because they lost the argument basically by the end of this movie. The Queen wanted to go with peace. She got fired. She left the country by her own decision. Basically like, I'm jobless, I can go somewhere else. She kept friends with the Whig Party. Once Queen Anne died in like 1714, I think, not too long after the events of this movie, the Whigs came back into power for a bit. So then the Sarah character had the in to, she was back to her old position, basically. And Abigail, once the Queen died, was dismissed and just lived comfortably, but like not importantly after this.
Well, that's not bad.
No, well, that's not very interesting either for a movie, is it?
No.
So you got to at least add the exiling for the Sarah character, and then leave the other two characters just really ambiguous. Because even knowing like the queen knows Abigail lies to her all the time, why would she just all of a sudden be mean to her? She knew she was lying to her, and she was attracted to her.
Well, but she allowed herself to be deceived, sort of like she just
She wanted to be deceived.
Yeah. She sort of let it go, and she was young and attractive and flattered her, and then once she had just like this clear evidence that she's a psychopath, then it's like fuck, But I still
it was the bunny thing, that one thing basically.
But, and to be fair, again, one of the interesting turns though is that in the film, at least, like Abigail gives the queen more power than she had. She was like, she gained some confidence. She started to make some of her own decisions and wasn't just being pushed around. And so that was.
Was she though? It was still all Abigail's decisions, wasn't it?
Well, no. Abigail instead didn't tell her what to say. Just told her.
She manipulated her into saying what she wanted her to say.
Maybe you're right. So maybe it was just like, she was manipulated.
She was smarter
by another
about
person.
More cunning about it or whatever.
Maybe, I don't know. It seemed like it's sort of how, like, again, I kind of like, I like that angle that, like, maybe, that the queen was like in this relationship but this other one was basically pushing her and getting pushing her in a single political direction.
But at the same time, she was more honest with her and a lot of other things. So that's kind of confusing. Yeah. Then if the Abigail character is like fluffing her and lying to her about her appearance, but then letting her make her own decisions, like.
Yep. So, yeah.
Most of the lighting was natural lighting and sunlight, practical all the way through, candles and all that stuff. Very Fanny and Alexander of them, very Barry Lyndon of them. Better than Barry Lyndon though, right, TC?
Yeah,
Give
sure.
it that.
Better than Barry Lyndon.
Yeah, better than Barry Lyndon.
I don't know.
Olivia Colman gained 35 pounds.
Wow.
For this role. It's a lot. 3 weeks of rehearsals seems pretty standard. They did a bunch of dancing and public humiliation exercises, make each other look stupid in front of each other, so you can't be embarrassed while you're filming the movie.
Like public what did they go? They went out in public and like depantsed each other?
No,
something?
just like in front of each other, like
I see.
Stupid theater kid exercises.
Mm-hmm.
It's like everyone looks dumb. Now you don't feel bad because everyone looks dumb. So like, don't feel embarrassed.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Fun stuff. All right, here's a fun game. Guess the budget of this movie.
Ooh.
70.
I was going to say 60.
$15 million.
Wow, good for them. All you do is talk. I guess that's all you need.
God,
but there's a lot of costumes.
No,
a lot of costumes.
The opulence of the thing. That's what I was thinking. That
some famous people in here.
Yeah. Wow.
It's mostly because a lot of people worked for cheap. What is it called? The Hatfield House must be cheap to film in because they film everything there. So that's got to be cheap. And then for all the costumes, they couldn't even afford to rent costumes. So what they had to do is they got a costume team that were scrappy, and they went to a bunch of Goodwills, Salvation Armies. They bought stuff on eBay. They created their own clothes, and they even like repurposed clothing they made. So they'd make a costume, and then they would break it down and build another costume out of it. So they saved a lot of money doing that.
Wow.
Which is pretty good.
Cheap.
Surprised they didn't win production design.
It just feels, the production feels pretty immaculate of this. Mm-hmm. Like the way, part of that is maybe just the way it's directed and the cinematography and the score and how everybody, but
all the extras do an excellent job too, right? Like it seems like it's costumes, really lived in.
Everything just seems so immaculate that it's like, it seems expensive. This film looks expensive.
Yeah.
But yeah. Cool.
100% agreed. Yorgos doesn't smile at all as a director.
That doesn't surprise me.
Okay.
He doesn't really give emotion. If something goes wrong, he goes, do it again. And if something goes right, he goes, we got it. Let's move on.
All right.
And that's it.
It's just a kind of a flat dude.
Kind of a flat dude. He's trying to keep in all this crazy shit that's in his head. So he can't talk too much or some of the crazy shit might come out. People might realize that he's insane.
Yeah.
So he's got to keep it quiet, keep all the ideas in his head so we can write them down later, create a weird movie, not get arrested for being
a weirdo,
a crazy person.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Let's see. Emma Stone asked for the nudity. It wasn't written in the script. She was laying there with Olivia Colman. She was covered with the blankets. And Emma was just like, let's just do the nudity. And Olivia Colman was like, don't do it. Because she had been filmed in 2007 nude and she regretted it. So she was trying to talk her out of it. Yorgos was like, only if you're absolutely positive you want to do this. Emma was. So that's where we get the Emma Stone nudity.
He's ambitious in real life, too.
It wasn't, it wasn't, again, but it wasn't like... it
was tasteful, unlike Poor Things, which is really way too much.
Yeah. It did not feel...
Or Dogtooth, which was too much.
Or Dogtooth.
Yeah. No. It did not feel like excessive or crude or anything. It was just like, it's just there. It's just like,
it looked like a painting. It was nice.
Yeah.
So during the scenes where Emma Stone had to creep up Olivia Colman's leg, she was afraid that she was going to go too high, as you would be afraid of. So they taped a makeup sponge to the highest point of Olivia Colman's thigh so she could go up to the sponge and then stop. What? Makeup sponge. Yeah.
Right, and hit the sponge.
Hit the sponge and then stop. You got to stop when you hit the makeup sponge.
Nice.
But that made it easier to shoot because before that, Emma Stone was like nervous and screwing up the takes.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Which is funny because like watching it, it doesn't look like
you don't
see anything, right?
It's not an explicit scene really at all, right?
But I guess they acted it pretty explicitly, just didn't put the camera there.
Yeah.
Well,
you might have seen the sponge, which would have really killed the effect, like that.
Maybe it's a thing.
Weird trim on that.
Just add it to the fake things in the movies. Like that's what people used to do. Royalty used to tape makeup sponges to the inside of their thighs. It happens.
Yeah, that's right.
Just like the rabbits. It's the same kind of thing. To quickly summarize, true or not, no rabbits. Yes, 17 dead children. She gave birth to 5 of them. 4 of those 5 died before they were 2, and one of them lived to 11. Can you imagine?
No.
12 kids stillborn or
that's crazy.
Just horrible. And then her husband, who was the husband for all these kids, died not long after the last kid that died. So like everybody in her life was dead.
So no wonder why she was depressed. Again, didn't have that information, so you wouldn't know why she's so depressed.
Right. Yeah, the detail. I think the details would be way too depressing. I thought it was depressing enough just her saying all of her kids were dead.
Right, which is only part of the story, really.
Right. No sexual relations. Yes to the rivalries and influences that like they tried to put on each other between Abigail and Sarah. There was jealousy. Sarah was jealous of Abigail. She did start rumors about Abigail to try to get her kicked out. She did ask Anne to fire Abigail. All that stuff was real, but there was no heat in their relationship between Sarah and Abigail. There was no like fighting or anything.
Oh yeah, it was all very proper.
They were cordial, they were proper, and all of the fighting was kind of behind each other's back sort of thing. So it would have made for an extremely boring movie, I think, if they left all that stuff out. There's no poison. Nobody got poisoned.
So significantly even more boring.
Yes.
Wow.
But
so like in real life, not much happened. These people just kind of lived. But hey, in the movie, they're killing each other.
But they're queens. But there's a queen, TC, so it's important. You gotta make sure you know what's going on around queens.
I guess. So
they like to make TV shows and stuff about it.
Harry's been banished, and the other idiot's been arrested, and they're all.
I hate seeing that. I'm like, can I read the news and avoid this stupid stuff? Is there a newspaper that just avoids royalty shit?
I know. Really.
Hate it.
We're also not from a place where the royal people were respected. I think if you go over to London or something, they actually really are into it.
It's like they're like Mickey Mouse over there. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I see him. I see him. He's right there. Like, it's just a guy in a freaking rubber mask. Come on. It's not that good. All right. Time for a new segment, guys. Wait, first of all, top 250.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, no. John says no. Everyone says no. TC says no.
Yeah. What do you think, T?
I'm going to go no, too.
Yeah. Good.
But I do like this movie. And I will say that Naomi sat next to me and she's like, she had plans for the night. And she's already seen this movie. She sat there the entire time just because she was very
Nikki and I really enjoyed it. Again, first 3/4. Nikki fell asleep after about that time, and I think that was the right thing to do.
And the thing is, with the ending, I think it's like 15 to 20% of it. It's such a small portion of it. You don't realize you don't like it until the movie ends, and you're just like, what was with the ending there? I don't like the ending.
Right.
But like, you don't get, it's not, bad enough for long enough where like you don't think it's a good movie, right? It's short enough where you're like confused and then it's over. You're like, oh,
it's like the Django effect, man. I just love that first part of that movie. It was so good.
First 2 hours, great. Last hour, what the hell?
Last hour was sort of fizzles, and so but I walked away from it thinking, oh yeah, I remember I really liked that, but then I like, oh crap, but then it did that. Yeah. So,
all right,
same thing.
We got a new segment, guys.
What's your new segment?
Future insert little bumper music right here.
Okay.
This segment is called We Fucked Up.
Oh, okay.
We fucked up, John.
What
I fucked up and you fucked up, John.
What?
Me and you, we fucked up.
All the time. What's new? I don't know what this is.
So this is a segment to correct any very glaring incorrect pieces of information we may have spread through the podcast.
Right. So this will be a regular segment.
Yeah. Right. This might be a busy section.
Last episode, the entire episode was false.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay, that's fair. I approve of this segment.
Yeah, it's necessary because at the end of the begonia episode, John, you said, "What do you mean? Begonia is just a flower,
isn't it?"
No, begonia, B-E-G, is a flower. B-U-G is not a flower.
What?
It is nothing. It's an ancient Greek word that directly translates to ox birth. And it's the type of ox birth that has so there's a bunch of old texts that describe practically agricultural texts, how to sacrifice a cow so that bees spontaneously generate from its carcass. And the cow cannot be killed with spilling any blood. And it's written, it's like a fantastical, mythical type of procedure, but it's written as in their instructions. So it's really weird because you can't do this, but it's written step by step in these old Greek agricultural texts.
Right. So begonia with the Bugonia is that's how you and the flower is Begonia.
Yeah.
So you're right. But pronounce the fucking same. But
you fucked up, John.
Yeah,
you fucked up.
I am here to admit that I have once again been wrong.
So then the screenwriter for Begonia in an interview says, talking about the title and that definition, he says, so speaking about the bees coming from the carcass and all that stuff done bloodless, but there's a lot of suffering because it's hard to kill an animal without spilling blood. He says, you could take that as a metaphor for contemporary, certainly American life, or human civilization, if you wish. That there may be some opportunity or new life that could arise from the ashes of something that's quite corrupt. That's one way to look at it.
Okay.
But then he goes on to say, I think also, we just like the ambiguity of the title as well. It kind of sounds like an insect, kind of sounds like a flower, kind of sounds like alien, but also sounds like a place maybe that could be on Earth. It may also sound like an illness someone might have. So I think the non-specificity of it was also kind of attractive.
I guess it's pronounced begonia as opposed to begonia.
I walked out of the theater thinking it was like, instead of utopia, it was like bugtopia, but begonia.
I thought it was baloney.
I got hungry. Went home, busted out the mustard, and had a sandwich.
Bologna. All right.
Bologna makes you hungry.
When are they going to go to the deli counter? I don't understand this movie.
What is this movie about? What the fuck? I thought this was about food.
All right. Well,
I need Wonder Bread. Goddamn.
I appreciate the follow-up, Denny. That is good info. Thank you.
Yeah. And I fucked up too, John. I fucked up.
What?
I fucked up. I said in a previous episode that Yorgos likes to film his movies in the same location, the one in Dogtooth, that house they filmed. Right. I said that they use that location in future films, and we talked about how there is better editing techniques to get rid of the airplane sounds that went over the house, etc., because they filmed the same location, which is what I said. That is incorrect. They did not film in the same location. They just, in many of Yorgos' movies, they film in very similar big houses with these weird fisheye lenses with very green grasses. And I thought they all looked the same, but then I went, after saying it, I went and looked, and it's not true. It's just the way he films outside looks the same, and the houses he picks for his movies are pretty large and also are surrounded by lots of grass and gates and shit like that. So I fucked up. I'm sorry.
I guess so.
Yeah. There's the new segment. What do you think?
Denny, it's a good segment. And Denny, I forgive you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. John, I forgive you.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, guys. You know what we're doing next week?
What are we doing next week?
The Band-Aid is coming off.
What?
Okay.
No.
Schindler's List.
Ah,
No.
we're getting it over with.
We're doing it.
Let's do it. That's fair.
We got to do it. It's
right.
got to do it sometime. Got to do it before Christmas because,
Don't do it during
not a great
Christmas.
holiday movie. Get it done before Thanksgiving. That way we can feel festive.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, yeah, let's do it. Let's just get it over with. Rip the Band-Aid off. Fuck it.
Yep. Ripping the Band-Aid off.
All
Talk
right.
to you guys next week. Good
All
luck
right.
getting through it.
See you
All right,
later.
thanks, guys. Yeah, thanks for listening, everybody.
Thanks for listening.